Yo, family, it's go time. You are a storm. This came out in the last read. You are a storm that cannot be harnessed. I'm just saying, it's go time. And it's just, you're just going to seamlessly fall into place. You're just going to be content, but you're going to get shit done more than before. It may not be a huge jump, but you're going to be content with what you get done. You're going to be surprised, even though it may not be a lot to some, but you did a whole lot less before. So, but at the same time, we know that most of the work happens in the stillness, so you spend a lot of time being still in the unconventional way. But it was to society, of course. But what people don't know, that is the right way. The most efficient and beneficial way. But anyway, enlightenment. Enlightenment. You have reached that represents a state of enlightenment. Like, you are magnetic. Your confidence is magnetically drawing unto you lessons in every area of your life. That's what enlightenment does. You've reached a state of enlightenment. You're stepping into that energy. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. So in this stage of enlightenment, your discernment is gonna be picking up on some stuff, or just kind of, bringing up stuff that you probably should have saw before. And be like, when you were holding on to this, you were holding on to that. You don't realize how stuck and stagnant that is. Take cues from facts, not fictions. And that's exactly what I was talking about in the previous read too, and also in the mukbang I did. It will save you from an extended emotional funk, right? Take cues from facts, not fictions. Right? You are enlightened to challenging people who try to bring forth some bullshit. It says, don't let them shame you for being talented. Because if they try to shame you for being talented, they killed their talent in some way, shape, form, or fashion. This is coming out underneath birds of a feather. It just says birds of a feather, but we know the rest of the saying. And then on the bottom of the card it says, don't be fooled. This is not people you should take any kind of advice from, because there are people who let their dreams die, and they want you to do the same and be stuck and stagnant with them. Misery loves company. That's why you need to take cues from facts, not fictions. They did the opposite, and that's the reason why they let go of their talent and their dreams. They took cues from the fictions other people gave them as facts, and didn't challenge them. And so now they're living a fake and false life where they would never find true contentment, because it's not coming from them. They didn't know thyself, which is one of the first things, or one of the main things spoke about that is spoke about in any tradition or religion or whatever. But then they throw in a whole bunch of other shit. But anyway, it says people can't figure you out because you're a mystery. Enlightenment has increased your ability and discernment. Before, you were a mystery because, hell, you were a mystery to yourself. For one, you didn't fit in, so you didn't really force it. That's another reason why you were able to reach the state of enlightenment, because you spent a lot of time in solitude. It wasn't necessarily isolation. You wasn't forced into it. But you've always motivated yourself. You can do this no matter how dark things got. You motivated yourself. This is coming out underneath. Don't let them shame you for being talented, because people possibly did. The things that are going to make you a lot of money, people at one time told you, shut up. Oh, that's stupid. You can't do that. That's impossible. A few reads ago, the first card out, believe in the impossible. And one of the readings, you are and have always been an exception to the rule. You didn't allow yourself to be plateaued. Hell, a lot of the time other people didn't really have. It's just the way things unfolded in your life. It should have discouraged you because it didn't work, but you stayed true to the vision. You knew you had something, and it was just about figuring out the right formula, the formula that's going to get you to your destination the quickest. You know what I'm saying? Add a little CC of this, a little CC of that. As like a mad scientist, you just had to do the work and figure it out. That's what you did in the darkness that some people forced you into. But you were still conscious at all times. You were still conscious, had some level of consciousness at all times. Even if you did go to the crazy house and people put a label on you, there was still a level of consciousness and spirituality and just your life journey that took you there in the first place. Cup full of sewage water. People are wondering why you're not accepting their cup of sewage water no more. They used to drink. They're used to drinking it. You know, give you a cup. You know, cups represent love, right? So these are people that are supposed to love you. But again, when it comes to the story of Tiamat, it was her children that overthrew her, I believe. I'm speaking the story right. And of course, it's those people that are closest to you that you would least suspect. And that's the only thing or situation that can really throw you off your throne or your game. Other people wouldn't be able to get close enough to give you a cup of sewage water. But you trusted these people and you took it. But it was laced with undercurrents of shaming you for being talented. Shaming you for wanting more and wanting to be great. Because the last card out is give yourself permission to be great. Bottom of the deck. They pick at you because they're miserable. They're miserable because they gave up on themselves a long time ago. And you were supposed to do the same. You've been through way much more than they have, and you still didn't let go. They've seen you go through so much. They've been the culprit and the warden that put you through some shit and had their foot on your neck in subtle ways. Per the last read, you know, you're able to discern subtle disrespect and the way it adds up and created someone that experienced psychosis or whatever, schizophrenia, bipolar. But again, you stay connected to the Most High, to your spirit team, your spirit guides. Even if you didn't, there was something always covering and protecting you. even if you didn't know, even before all of that, and even through all of that, from a young child, you've always been a good person and did the right thing. Wanted everybody to love each other and be nice and play nice. You've always been that type of energy, right? You probably saw that anyway, but I'm trying to adjust uneven boobs. I'm Herman. You've been through a lot of time in the darkness. And Spirit is telling you, and you know this is going to be hard because you hadn't done this for so long, but give yourself permission to be great. Allow yourself to be used by the Most High, your spirit guides. When you are up there on a stage or whatever it is that you do, be an open vessel. And I feel like that's what you're going to do because we've removed the distractions. We are at one. Remember, the first card out is enlightenment. Step into your way, shower role. You have the tools you need. And the confidence, I believe now too. Again, we are still we have Bambi legs right now. But learn thyself, know thyself, spend time out in nature, near water, grounding your energy. It's all just going to unfold for you, you know, seamlessly. I know there was a lot of listlessness, a lot of L's. But you know what I'm saying, seamlessly. I think I did that last night with another word too. I think it was recklessly. I put a whole bunch of L's in that motherfucker. L's and E's. The leaves. Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the read right there. Yeah. Love you all, and until next time. Peace. Maybe I should stop the video.